Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are in Washington. We came up here for a couple of events at our friends' farms, and I thought I would bring you guys along on a date with Sergey and I. We are just kind of driving around, exploring. We are at Christensen's nursery here today. Let's see, our trip started out at the farmhouse flower farm, my friend Marin's farm. I've taken you guys there. We've done a couple of videos with her, and that was such a lovely night. It was just a bunch of ladies. We were on her farm. We were talking flowers. There were also other farmers at the event that we were going to be filming with. Gosh, it was just such a fun night with like-minded people, just talking about flowers and farming and all of the things that I love. It was just so lovely to be there. And today we're here at Christensen's, like I mentioned. We're also going to be going out to a couple of antique shops. So it's kind of going to be like a multi-day type of trip video. I'm very excited to bring you guys along. I can't wait to see what Christensen's has. You guys know I love coming here. We've also done an interview with John Christensen's. I'm sure we're going to be doing more filming with them at some point. But first I want to check out Primrose, which is an antique shop right here as part of an extension of Christensen's nursery. So I want to go see what they have. I'm not looking for anything super specific today, just something beautiful to bring back home. I'll make sure to link down the video that we did with John here. We did an interview with him and we talked about the garden center, his family story. They're absolutely amazing. We actually got to meet John's wife, Tony, and oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with her. She is great. You guys, their garden center always looks this good. Like it always looks this good. In the fall time, springtime, wintertime, summertime, it always looks so good. So let's go into Primrose, which is one of the places that I would just love to like camp out and live because it's so beautiful, and see all of the treasures that they have. And they're actually having a sale right now, 40% off. Say no more. Say no more. Oh, I can tell they've been busy. We've been here before. We also filmed a video. If you guys remember, we saw Hillary Swank here at one of their events, and that was so much fun. This is the wall that I probably enjoy the most with all of the dishes and all of the beautiful things. Gosh, just look at all of the treasures. Okay, let's think. What do we want? What do we need? What's jumping out at us? These bowls right here are gorgeous. Look at those. Wow. How much are these? 68, but again, they're 40% off. Ooh. I might need to get one of these. That's stunning. Oh, this is cute. Like a little bud vase. Or not a bud vase, sorry, like a rose, like a single stem situation. That's cute. What else? Oh, the chairs. They had so much furniture in here too. I'm looking at the tables, the mirrors. This table, you guys. I wonder if this is for sale. I don't see a price tag on this table. I am going to ask them. This one is really nice. I wish it was just a little bit taller, but look at this table. This is perfection. I am obsessed with this table. This is not the first time I've seen it. I love this table so much, all of the details, and it's tall. So here, I wanted to get behind it so you guys can see how tall it is. But this to me is like the perfect height for me. I think I'm 5'5", 5'4", 5'5", and to make arrangements on. So you're not like bending over, you're just right here and you're putting an arrangement together. But the only thing is, this table is sold. I had my eye on this and I didn't think anybody would buy it. So I'm really sad right now. I'm gonna go ask them up front if they really did sell it or if it was a mistake, because if they didn't, I would 100% take this table home with us because it's magnificent. I love it so much. If you guys see one like this, let me know if you're local in the Oregon, Washington area, because I would drive to pick something like this up. In fact, I think a lot of these pieces have sold already because I can see sold signs on multiple pieces. Darn, darn, darn. These are so good. Oh well, let's continue looking. Beautiful, beautiful books. In fact, I'll take you guys into their gift shop because that also has some really great finds. That's pretty. Gosh, that's heavy. Look at this. Chest. Oh, I can't even open it. It might be locked. Or it slides. I'm not sure. That's so pretty. I'm sad I didn't come here sooner. I can tell there was a lot of beautiful things that people picked up. So I'll know for next time to come a lot sooner so we don't miss out on great deals at places like this. This is a really cute little tea kettle right here. It doesn't have a price, but I'm gonna ask them about it. Let's put it on my perfect table that somebody else purchased. Look at these, that's fun. Lots of little like trinkets over here. These are kind of cool. They're very heavy. Little candle holder. Let's see, these are $44, but 40% off. Those are nice. These are really nice. This is darling for Easter. Look at that. That's adorable. Oh, I love that. That would be fun. What do you guys think? Huh. I like that. These little baby clothes. Can I just tell you, I have major baby fever. So every time I see this, I'm like, ooh, these are so cute. Look at that little seashell jacket. Oh my gosh. Adorable. Look at these little bowls. This is really fun. I don't think I've ever seen these before. Are they bowls? I'm not sure. They're very cute, different sizes. Huh. Sweet. I feel like I could take a lot of this, but I'm also like, do we need it? No, I know we don't, but how fun to just think that we do need it. Am I right? I'm still kind of coming back to this. I don't know why I like this. This is not something I would normally be interested in, but for some reason, I don't know. I'm gonna put it down. I'm not 100% there, but I do like that. Gosh, look at that. That is cool. Little kitchenware. Like these things are not, I don't think, super practical, but I would buy them just to have in our kitchen as decor. Okay, now we're at the gift shop to see if we can find anything here. I actually got, was it this that I got? Yes, I got one of these last time that we were here. Let's see, these are 82. Oh, look at that. It has the recipe on them. That is so cool. They have beautiful, beautiful gifts here. All of the beautiful books. So stunning. And just a great spot to come for gifts. Even their cards, like whoever does the shopping for the store is a genius. Look at that. Hello, sweet baby. Adorable. And you just have to kind of peek around because there's like hidden treasures tucked throughout. This is so cute. I should buy this for Sergey. A little tomato candle. That's so cute. That's right up his alley. Oh, so cute. I love a jelly cat, little stuffed animal. These are so fun. I remember these when I was little. Cute. All right, guys, let's get out into the garden center and see what kind of treasures we are going to find out here. I'm not specifically shopping for any plants, but if there's one place that has some very beautiful specimens, it's Christensen's. And I just think it's fun to walk around here. Like, this place is just pure magic every single time. Look at that. How fun. I could roam around all day. Beautiful containers. Wow. Wow, those are gorgeous. It's always so magical to be here because They always bring in so many different plant material that every time you come, it's a little bit different. And even if you aren't going to necessarily buy anything, I promise you, if you come out here, you're just going to feel better. It does something to your soul. I promise you, to be here at Christensen's. There's just something magical about this place. These are so sweet and only $34.98. That's not bad. Very heavy. Those are very nice. The schoolhouse, look at that. They also still have a ton of roses. I don't know if you guys can hear, but there are birds just chirping away. Let's see if we can go through out here and see what it looks like right now. Oh gosh, my dream tree, or at least it's one of them. Oh, variegated dogwood, so special. Oh, my heart swoons every single time. When we were filming with John, we talked to him about this espalier apple tree that they have here, and they've almost created it to shape like a fence, which is something that we really want to do in our garden. But just look at how beautiful this mixed border is. So much beauty in the fall time. Look at all those ornamental fruit on this tree. And then I don't know if you guys can see it from here, but that lily over there has the most massive seed pods I have ever seen in my life. All of their roses are looking good, and I think they actually might get one more flush out of it. It'll be interesting to see if they do. But just look at how beautiful the garden looks this time of year. I don't think there's one bad season of this place. The dahlias are also tucked in throughout here. What a stunner. Look at that. So pretty. Gosh, I wish I could live here. Oh. Anyways, I just wanted to quickly show you guys how beautiful this garden space is looking. Let's see, do we need to go? Well, it doesn't hurt to go look at the roses. Look at these. That's so pretty. Beautiful hydrangeas. Can you guys hear the birds singing? Hi, John. Good, how are you? Good seeing you. Filming you. You're on camera. Yeah. There's John with his professional water can. Just doing a little shopping. Oh, are they? Well, I know you'll attend to them. Good seeing you. Oh, he's the best. John has his own fan club and he doesn't even know it yet. Oh, these are pretty. Some of these hardy perennials. Huh. This is like a jungle in here. Oh my gosh. Where do you even begin? This is wild. If you are a houseplant person, then this is your special spot. So many beautiful houseplants. I feel like I'm not in the houseplant mode quite yet. Usually in the wintertime, when there's not a whole lot going on in our garden, is when we start really like ramping up on houseplants, and then we kind of go a little bit overboard. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I always kind of neglect mine during the spring and summertime because it's all about the garden. And then it's like wintertime and we start taking care of them again, and they're like, oh, hi, I've been here the whole time. Where have you been? So it's always funny to me how we have this like cycle every year. We start out with, you know, all of our gardens, and then we obviously get a little bit of an itch to do something with our hands and something green. So we start buying more houseplants, and then spring comes and we forget about them, and it's just a vicious cycle in my head. They have a nice variety of alocasias here. Here's one. Is this the one that I like? It's a Watsonian red vein, giant elephant ear. Look how beautiful that is. Beautiful specimens. Oh my, look at that. Who are you? Let's see. Is it Swalizi Jacqueline? That's very interesting. Huh. That's really pretty. I like that. What else do we have? We have some pink princesses throughout here. Monstera, classic. Oh gosh, look at this one. Look at that variegated pink princess. That is so pretty. And it's only $7.98. What? How? How is this only $7.98? I have to get this, right? I have to. I feel like I have to get this. That is so inexpensive. A few years back, I think, maybe a little bit longer, this was the plant to have. Everybody wanted the pink princess, and now I feel like it's calmed down a little bit. Not as many people want it as bad, but I still think it's so beautiful and one that I love to have as part of our collection. So definitely gonna get this little guy right here. They're just getting started for fall, as you can tell. So just imagine this whole place full of pumpkins. And they also actually bring in giant pumpkins that they put out here. So this gets really nice and full with beautiful, beautiful pumpkins all the way throughout the garden center. Really pretty dahlias as well. I'm seeing a lot of beautiful plants here. But look at this, you guys. They have the mums. So I can see that they're bringing in all of their fall stuff. Really sweet sunflowers, rudbeckias. Those are nice. This is, what is this? Autumn Colors Rudbeckia log house plants. That's actually a really good little farm, and I think they're local, and they grow out a really great variety of cut flowers. So this would actually be nice to plant and swap out like our phlox, because those have slowed down quite a bit, or Tweedia. I think next year what I want to do is plan to have things like this are ready to go, say by like end of August, so we can swap out some of our crops for cut flowers. Really beautiful little ornamental berries. This is St. John's wort. That is so pretty. I think this would be a gorgeous container plant right here. And then you can pop it out in the landscape. And look at flowers. Darling. So maybe we'll grab some stuff. Chocolate tip Burnett, that's very pretty. Wow. Okay, so sun to part shade, 24 to 30 inches tall and 16 to 18 wide. That's really pretty. Huh. Do we need to buy these? Gosh, those are interesting. Amethyst lips. Salvia. That's really nice. It has kind of like an airy look to it. Those are very pretty. Lots of salvias here, which is always a good staple in our garden. Some really beautiful Russian sage. You know what? They do have some geraniums in here that I think might be worth getting. Look at that. Huh. That's pretty. Ooh, it's Ishragi. What? Okay, wait, let's see. 24 inches tall by 12 feet wide. Okay, see, now I can get this locally because Ishragi is part of Farmington Gardens. So I wonder if they have them. Oh my gosh, but the scent? Wow. Hold on, you guys. This is like childhood memory right here. It smells like a tangerine almost. That's so good. Ooh. Okay. Mental note, pick this one up. We should pick this one up at home. And see, here's the thing. A lot of these plants, I think we can find at our local nurseries. So I'm really like keeping an eye out for really beautiful, unique things that we won't find in Oregon. Oh my gosh, these geraniums though are giving me life. Oh, the phlox. We're all craving a little color right now, aren't we? That's so pretty. Some bright colors. Ooh, goldenrod. Oh, goldenrod is so good, you guys. One of my favorites. Gosh, if we had the space, I would just plant like a hedge of these because they're so beautiful. Also great for pollinators. Who else do we have? Gosh, there's just a lot of good stuff. But nothing that I'm like, I can't live without it. Well, I mean, yes, but also like, be smart, Claudia. Be smart. They have a great selection of echinacea as well. This is fun. I think we just recently saw this one. Which one is this? Oh, maybe we didn't see this one. I thought we saw this one at one of our local garden centers. Huh. But look at that. It has almost like a sunset two-tone orange and that bright hot pink. That's also very nice. We are growing a lot of echinacea from seeds this next year. So I'm excited to add a lot more interesting ones into our garden. Look at this, you guys. This is a white chocolate, or is it chocolate white? Let's see. Chocolate white snake root. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. These will get 4 feet tall, 3 feet wide. Hardy in zones 4 through 9. These are so pretty. I feel like this needs to go in the side garden somewhere. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. They also have hydrangeas and I think vines on sale. So let me take a quick look. I don't think we're gonna buy a ton just because it'll be a little bit hard to take it all back because we're not going back today. So it's always hard to buy plants if we're not going back the same day. All right, guys, our second stop is at the spare room. And this one is in Camano Island. And I've never been here, but I'm excited to see what they have. Right when we parked, I saw these and I was like, ooh, these are really pretty. Let's see, these are 95. We can even tuck one in like the cut flower garden. That could be fun. They have some really fun, like antique arbs here. Lots of goodies, I can tell. Beautiful, like little gates. Those are fun. This place looks super promising. I'm excited. You guys, I just met Sue, the owner of the store. There's actually 2 stores, so we're going to have to check out both. But look at all of the beautiful pieces she has. This is insane. Everything is like curated so beautifully in here. I'm going to lose my mind, probably all of my money, if I'm not careful. That's a cool table. Wow, look at this. And I think you can probably raise it. That is cool. Where else can I find a table like this? This is really, really cool. I have to see if that's for sale. So it looks like they're mixing some old and new.
Yes. You know what it is?
Huh.
It's from an autopsy.
Really?
Yeah. And it goes up and down wide and it would make a perfect kitchen.
Wow, they used to do autopsies on it?
Yes. It's an
Whoa.
autopsy table.
Autopsy table.
Check that out underneath, you can see.
Yeah. That is wild. Okay. So they did, like, really, they did autopsies on this table. Wow. That is so niche.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I have to show my husband this. Let's see. That is really, really cool. This is an autopsy table. Wow. That is cool. And does it, Sue, do you know if it actually goes up and down? It does. Okay. It tilts. Okay.
Worked it every way.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that's definitely a centerpiece to talk about right there. I've never even thought about having an autopsy table and that was a thing that you could potentially buy. That's very interesting. This room over here is just calling my name in the back corner here. Wow. A lot of like nautical things in this pod here. So these are a bunch of other vendors that bring their stuff. So it's almost like a little antique mall. Oh, those are fun. The strawberry, I've seen this several times already. I always see it and I'm always like, maybe, and then I never end up buying it. I do love these Christmas ornaments. We have a few of these and they're so pretty. Look at that. Looks like these are about $19.95, which I think is what we paid for them too. Pretty similar. Look at this greenhouse. Oh my gosh. It's $9.50. darn. Oh, that's so pretty. This would be so fun to have inside. If I didn't have bills, I would 100% buy this. This is so, so stunning. Be beautiful in a living room or like dining room as an accent piece. And I'll make sure to show you guys everything that we get on our trip. Oh, that's so cute. This is cute. $15? That's it? Huh. I'm gonna get this. Vintage silver pitcher. Wow, that's a great deal. Definitely get that. These are really beautiful too. I wish they weren't glazed. Let's see, they're kind well, they're not super, super heavy. I don't think these are like an antique, but they're made to look old, it looks like. This table is also very beautiful. I wonder if this is the same one that we saw at Christensen's. So this one is made to look old. I think the one at Christensen's was like, I think $5.50. Let me ask Sue how much this one is. Love these shelves. We're actually trying to do something similar to this in our studio. It's easy to do, actually, we found anyway. Anyways, let me go find out about that table and then we will head over next door. Okay, guys, let me go next door so you can see they have really, really beautiful large pieces out here for the garden. Can you imagine having something like this in your garden? It's like a table inside. Like you would need a large garden to fit something like this because it's so massive. But that would be so beautiful. How much? I don't even want to look at the price. Ooh, well, actually, that's not that bad. 4,300. I mean, that's expensive, but I thought it would be a lot more. Oh, okay. Well, this is pretty. Ooh, 15% off. I think that's just this area though. Okay. Cute little dishes here too. I like that basket up there, that little picnic basket. That's so sweet. Wow, look at this table, you guys. Oh, that's nice. This would be hard to move around though. That's really nice. Oh, this is so cute. Look at that. Little brass set of two, so there should be another one. Where's the other one? Huh. Set of two brass vases. Huh. I have to see where the other one is. I like that. Some more brass up there. We've been shopping for brass pieces too to add to our collection for containers. Oh, there's the other one. Very, very cute. I really like this shelf here. This is really pretty. This would be really fun to even have like in a kitchen. You can have your dishes, you can have your cookbooks on something like this. More dishes on top. That's really beautiful. Oh, and it's not for sale. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. Too bad. That would have been nice. Vintage books. Those are always nice to have for decor. This is cute. With like maybe like a little plant inside. You can have like a little indoor plant. You can have this in your living room or your kitchen. This place has a ton of furniture. Like a ton of them. Oh, wow. And look at the bird cages up top. Those are nice. Oh, see, even like these pieces here is something that we're looking for. Our house is almost done, almost done. So I'm like keeping an eye out for good furniture pieces because we donated so much of ours that now I'm like, well, I need to add more pieces into our house. This is a really nice table back here. I just love like little obscure things like that. This picture is actually really nice. Oh, wow. This is a photo album. Wow. That's very old. Wow, wow, wow. It says album. 21. It's $21? Yeah. Victorian leather album. They never make albums like that anymore. This is nice. We saw this, gosh, I saw one of these. I think it was in Polsbo. And you guys had mentioned what it was. Let's see, does it say the care of this cabinet, kitchen equipment? Isn't it like a baker's cabinet, I think? I forget. I think there is a specific name for this, but it already has like, you can have like your flour, everything like that already like attached with these containers. I can't remember, but one of you had mentioned the actual name of this here. And I think these would be really nice to have in the kitchen, especially if you're a baker. That'd be really, really fun. All right, let me sit you guys down for a minute here. I want to just do another lap around. It's a little bit hard to focus on one that I'm seeing because I'm trying to show you guys what's in front of me. So let me just take a quick lap and see if anything really stands out. Hey guys, we are back home and I can't wait to show you all of the goodies that we bought. We ended up going to a couple of other antique stores and I think my camera had died at that point and I was running around because they were about to close. I did get some shots of those places, but we will be going back because I think I found some really great antique stores that I want to see during the holidays. Anyways, I ended up picking up a couple more things. I also got some plants that I want to show you. We ended up getting the pink princess and then something else at Christensen's nursery. I had the best time. I love trips like that when we can go meet with our friends. Sergey and I could have our day date. And again, that usually entails me dragging him to garden centers. And sometimes he'll be up for antiquing with me as well. Not all the time, but sometimes he'll see something and he's like, oh, that's kind of cool. But anyways, let me show you all of the things that we picked up. All right, to start out with, we have this really cute tea kettle and the silver pitcher. Let me unbox things. The sun is kind of right above us right now, so it's not the best lighting. But let me unpack everything and then lay it out for you to see all of our new treasures that we got. So the first items that we picked up at Christensen's was this little bunny stand with the candle. I think these are going to be so fun to use on our dining table for the holidays or even like in your kitchen island for Easter. So I love this and they're nice and heavy too. So we got 2 of those. And then you guys know I have a little tea kettle obsession / collection. So I picked up this one right here and I love, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that through the camera, but there's a little flower detail around this whole ring that I absolutely love. And then with the white handle and let's see, inside, it's just nice and substantial. So I like to use these just as decor around the house and around the cut flower shed. You guys have probably seen me use these a couple of times in arrangement videos. There's also this really sweet detail right at the base. Do you see that? All those little flowers and those little like scalloped edges. I just love this so much. I'm so excited that I have one of these. And then this was the second little tea kettle that we got. Now, I don't think this lid actually goes to it. In fact, there were 2 right next to each other that were very similar. This one didn't have a lid. It was just like this. And I asked them like, hey, can I take a lid from the other one and put it here? It doesn't quite match, but I like to just have something on there. That way it doesn't get too dirty if it's just sitting on the shelves, especially if they're going to go in the flower shed. And then we picked up this really, really beautiful silver pitcher, which I love. And I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of silver pieces in my collection, but I wouldn't mind adding more. And this one is, I don't know, maybe you guys know this one. It says Oneida. I'm not sure, Oneida. And I see me styling this in our guest rooms, especially when we have family over. I love to have fresh flowers in the room. And the way that room is going to be set up, it's going to have more of a vintage antique vibe, like modern meets or contemporary meets vintage. So I want to have some really special pieces in that room when it's all said and done. Anyways, I also picked up this sweet little vase and I love the shape of this. I think this is so, so cute and all of the little details, the little flower details. And I think this was like, how much was it? Oh, the price, $36, but I think it was half off. But anyways, love that. And then for Sergey, because you guys know we love Christmas so much and Sergey loves vintage ornaments. And so I picked up this little Santa. There is a little crack on it. I didn't really realize when I bought it. So we're thinking of just dipping this whole ornament in epoxy. I know it's going to change the look of it, but I don't know what else to do to prevent that little crack from getting bigger. So we got that, and then this little angel as well. I love this so much. This is so cute. I saw it and immediately it was like, these have his name all over them. So we picked up the pink princess houseplant, and then we also picked up 6 of these. And these are, let me just pull up the tag because I know I'm gonna butcher the name. So these are a monk's hood, and the variety of this one is a cloudy autumn. So it has the sweetest pale blue blooms. And so these are going to be planted in groupings of 3 in our garden. I don't know where yet, but these are going to get very tall. Let's see. They're perennial. They're hardy down to zone 2. That's crazy. They require full sun. They bloom early fall to late fall. They get, let's see, 47 to 71 inches tall and 18 to 23 wide. So I am so looking forward to these. I have never used these in our garden, and you can see that this one is quite far along. These are going to open here relatively soon, so we'll definitely show you guys how they look like, but they're just such a unique plant and one that I think is going to add a lot of beauty and interest into our garden. And then finally, we got these 2 stands for baskets, which I am so excited to plant up and style. So I ended up going with the like the green ones that have a little bit more patina versus the white ones. I just think these are going to be more interesting. But you guys, isn't this going to look so beautiful in our garden? I think these will definitely be styled into the side garden eventually. But for this season, I do want to plant them up in the next few days and just get them out in our garden because I think they're so beautiful. They're so English. They give off the best cottage vibe, and you can just really style these in so many ways. In fact, if you don't want to do like baskets and flowers and plant in here, you could also just use it for seasonal decoration. For example, if I wasn't going to plant them up, then I would have them somewhere in the garden filled with pumpkins. I think that would be really beautiful. So there's multiple uses for these types of containers. If it's Christmas time, you can do, I don't know, a bunch of pine cones. You can just really play around with using it as a decor if you didn't want to plant it up. So I think we'll probably use it in both ways throughout the years. I'm just so excited about these. And I thought like, okay, they are going to love this. So I hope you guys love these as much as I do. Anyways, I thought it was a really successful and such a fun trip to go up this last weekend with Sergey and just meeting friends. We also met a couple of Dahlia breeders. One of them that I'm just like the biggest fan of her. You probably know her Dahlias. They're the KA varieties, Christine Albrecht. Anyways, love meeting her. We just had so much fun things to talk about, and she's just such an idol of mine. So that was really fun. And we also met Haley, who's another hybridizer in Washington, and we met them at Ann's Fields, the Dahlia house. So it was just so much fun to be around again, like-minded people. Now, the one thing that is living rent-free in my mind right now is that table. And Sergey was like, I don't know how I feel about you having an autopsy table, but here's the thing. I like it because it's practical, because I can raise it and lower it whenever I want. Sergey is more into the whole antique table farm vibe for the table that I want for making arrangements outside. So I totally get where he's coming from, but I also love the mobility of this table. So I don't know. I don't know if I need to go back and buy that table. I think it's so interesting. It's something that I would always keep. I'm thinking in the future, even if we have, I don't know, a dream would be to have like a big workspace or even like a bigger shed. I could have the table off to the side so I can style it in multiple ways. And obviously I would use it a lot for making arrangements on. And again, I just love the flexibility of raising it up and down. But Sergey was like, well, I mean, if you love it. And I was like, well, I don't know now. I don't know if I love it. But I think I do. I think it's like, it's just something different. And I haven't seen anything else like it. So you guys let me know in the comments, is it a yay or is it a nay? Do we keep looking? Do we keep shopping for the perfect table? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed plant shopping with us, doing a little bit of antiquing and just hanging out. It's always fun to bring you guys along on these trips with us. Thank you guys again for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.